Greater Milwaukee is a special place built on the foundation of Midwest values. We've always embraced compassion to support causes important to our quality of life, strengthening organizations that make our community a stronger, more just, and environmentally healthy place for citizens and animals alike. In this spirit, Community Shares of Greater Milwaukee plays a critical role as a unique workplace giving umbrella.
We raise funds for 50 local nonprofit organizations focused on social justice, animal welfare, and the environment. The primary way we're able to do so is through workplace giving campaigns.
Since 1981, we've excelled at creating mutually beneficial relationships with individuals and businesses to ensure local nonprofits have the resources not only to help build, but also maintain a strong, vibrant community.
These organizations range from advocacy and civil rights to the environment, sustainability, conservation, to organizations that fight for education and healthcare. So it's quite a range, and because of that, there are a number of donors and volunteers and people that are passionate in our community that want to support these organizations through workplace giving.
Honoring choices is a fundamental value of Community Shares, which creates powerful results for our members.
$25 per month pays for repairs of the breach to buy birth certificates for 15 homeless men and women. $15 every month helps pay for vaccinations of at least 23 dogs at the Humane Animal Welfare Society of Waukesha County or the Wisconsin Humane Society. $10 per month pays for Groundwork Milwaukee to provide water and a community garden for seeding and growing for a low-income family to grow their own fresh vegetables.
Having one umbrella organization representing dozens of nonprofits is an efficient way for members to access you and your fellow employees.
Community Shares has a very strong screening process before we will accept an organization as a member. We want to have confidence that that member agency can deliver on its mission, that it has a strong board, and that it resonates with local donors, that there's trust, and that it will deliver on impact.
To connect the donors with the organizations, there has to be trust established. People are giving their money, their hard-earned money to these organizations, and they believe in Community Shares that we will respect their choice in giving, and we also really want to make sure that there's a trust built between the donor, Community Shares, and the organization.
Since our inception, Community Shares has given over $5 million to local organizations. Over the past year alone, member organizations positively impacted the lives of more than 3 million people in our community. Thanks to payroll deductions, workplace donations provide 4 to 5 times greater impact than one-time donations, and a modest donation goes a long way.
Workplace giving is really one of the most powerful forms of philanthropy there is. Workplace giving turns ordinary people into major donors for most organizations. The amount of money that an ordinary person can share from each individual paycheck often makes that person the major donor, one of the largest annual donors to the organization that they care about. It's really incredible what that rising power of each small piece is to the organization you're trying to make an impact for.
Community Shares efforts improve communities by strengthening and building member organizations' capacity. Currently, 50 organizations working for social justice, animal welfare, and the environment.
Unrestricted giving allows us to find the spot where that impact is strongest now. It might be our general program, saving the lives of 10,000 animals every year through 10,000 adoptions. It might be our wildlife center, serving 5,000 injured and orphaned wild animals every year. Or it might be a special program like our Safe Haven program that gives safe shelter to the animals of women seeking safety from domestic violence.
When the Center for Resilient Cities receives donations through Community Shares, they become part of a community conversation about how money should be spent, about how change and transformation should take place.
I will say this about unrestricted giving. Keeping the light on is keeping the water running, keeping the heat on. These are critical services to our animals, and many, many funders are looking for something more specific, and again, we're grateful to them too, but that donor who says, I want you to keep your animals warm with this money, it's a contribution like no other.
The fact that Community Shares is Their trusting in us for the long haul makes it possible for us to see longer community processes through to fruition.
Urban Ecology Center provides a number of great programs for children of all ages and also adults.
Growing Power, for example, installs gardens in people's homes. You're actually going out literally into the community and helping people individually. It could be your neighbor, it could even be yourself.
And I look around at the other members of Community Share's Urban Ecology Center, Growing Power, so many organizations making an impact in different ways, and know that there is a workplace giving organization making change happen for them.
Community Shares gives all of these different organizations a means of coming together and serving the community more broadly than just, it's great to have the specific goals, but then also it's also great to work together to just achieve general improvement of our community, and Community Shares does that for us.
I like Community Shares because I feel like I make a difference, and I think everybody wants to feel that way, and I know I can do that through Community Shares.
Community Shares of Greater Milwaukee empowers you to tell us exactly where you want your dollar to go.
Community Shares of Greater Milwaukee. Honest, genuine, progressive, and connecting you to the issues you care about in your community.